If it's okay with you, we can pass it on over and move on to the tip of the week. And this is super critical. It's why to capture emails and build email lists to grow your online business. And in my opinion, if you're not capturing emails in a few different ways, you're suppressing your online business's growth. So David, I'll pass it on to you. You have some amazing and informative slides here, and yeah, I'll let you take it away.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, we've covered lead funnels and landing pages quite a bit in the past, but we've never really touched on why it's so important to actually build those out and capture your visitors' email addresses, not just focusing only on trying to get members registered initially on our membership or our directory websites, but the first step actually being collecting those email addresses and nurturing them over time, building out that contact list, and from there capitalizing on that to further monetize our website, whether it be through new members or anything else that we're offering. So the first slide here, the importance of collecting emails. Real quick, without emails, we really aren't an online business. And it's important to think of our membership or directory website as an online business. We've touched on this a lot in many of our previous webinars, but it's such an important point that I think kind of gets lost in kind of all the complexity around managing a membership or directory website. We really do want to think of it as an online business, assuming we want it to actually generate revenue for us. So it's so important to generate and collect those email addresses from our visitors. Otherwise, our online business really doesn't have a huge shot at success, because that's what's going to allow us to further capitalize, build our memberships and everything like that. And without emails, we have no way to stay in touch with our website visitors. If we might have some great content on our website providing really valuable information for our website visitors, but we want to make sure that they keep coming back. We want to keep them in the loop. We want to stay top of mind with them. And we don't have a way to do that other than hoping that at some point in the future, they'll remember us and come back, unless we have their email address so that we can proactively stay in touch with them and do some email marketing. Now, with emails, we actually know who our prospects are. These could be prospective members that we could target through specific email marketing to try to get them to purchase a membership plan. It could just be general website visitors who might just be consuming the content and information that we're publishing on the website for free, or who want access to our member directory. Also, with email addresses, we can stay in touch with those prospects, continuously market to them. And also, as far as our existing members go, it's not just one and done. As soon as somebody signs up as a member, we never have to stay in touch with them again. We want to continuously keep in touch with our registered members as well. So we've kind of got two segments that we want to email market to. Our existing members, people who have already signed up, we already know they're interested in what our website has to offer, as well as the prospective members, or even just the normal website visitors. We want to make sure that we stay top of mind with them by collecting their email address, email market to them, and make sure that they keep returning to our website in the future.
And somebody exchanging their email address or giving you their email address through your website, it is a foot in the door. It is the first step towards building a relationship that can lead towards an eventual sale or a paid listing or some other service that you may be offering. And what's cool about Brilliant Directories is, even just right out of the gate, there are several ways to collect email addresses. There's the free or paid sign up membership plan listing, which is really the ultimate goal, the end game. But there's also a newsletter sign up. There's also a contact us form, and the contact us form doesn't have to be to report a problem or a complaint. It could be contact us if you're interested in receiving more information about how we can help benefit your business. And a lot of that is supported by good quality text on those pages and around those sites. And I think that is sometimes a missed opportunity for a lot of website owners, is not enhancing those pages with more compelling text. And we're going to cover some of those examples in the upcoming slides here.
Beautiful. And so what is a squeeze page? As I mentioned in several of the previous webinars, we have touched and discussed lead funnels. However, a squeeze page is kind of that first step in the lead funnel. It's that initial landing page that we're directing visitors to. And the purpose of this initial landing page is to capture visitors' information through some sort of lead form. In the screenshot to the right, I know it's a little small. In this specific example, there's two fields, the name field and the email field. So this website's not just looking to collect visitors' email addresses, but also their names. In our case, it's usually best just to keep things simple. All we really need is their email address. One field keeps it super simple for the visitor. And the page itself should be laser focused on lead generation. There shouldn't be any distractions. The design shouldn't be over the top. The content should be as concise as possible. In many cases, maybe we want to hide the website header, the main menu, the footer on these specific landing pages. This way, the visitors are only focused on the specific information that we're presenting to them on this one page. We can tell them exactly what it is we want to tell them and provide them with a clear value proposition, highlighting the specific benefits for whatever offer it is that we're presenting to them in return for their email address. And that email address field, again, in this case, you might be asking for other information. But if it's just an email address field, that CTA should be prominent, it should be clear, it should be front and center, compelling visitors to submit their email address for access, again, to whatever the offer is that we're providing them. So again, going back to this example in the screenshot here, I know it's a little small, but there's a clear, bold heading: discover investment opportunities beyond just wholesaling or fixing up dilapidated houses. Free report: how to fix your profits, name, email. So we know if we provide this website with our email address, we're going to be getting some sort of investment report. Now, the page doesn't have to be quite this simple. Below this, we might want to have some other information, maybe some social proof, maybe a couple screenshots of the report or the ebook or the video, whatever it is we're providing them, so that they have a little bit of a preview for exactly what it is they're getting. And again, like I mentioned, social proof goes a long way. And we could also have several calls to action on the same page. So if we're adding a little bit more information, a little more content to the squeeze page, we're making it a little bit longer, we can add additional calls to action, additional email fields throughout the website, so that no matter where they scroll to on the web page, they see that email input form, so that they can immediately get access to whatever it is we're offering.
And this is for like an alternate offer, like to get the free report, which is amazing for the house thing. But this can be for if you only offer paid membership plans. Maybe someone needs to see a media kit or like a 5-page PDF on the benefits on why they should join. So you can have a squeeze page or landing page like this, and they can enter their email address and see the top 10 benefits of joining your site. So it just, even though you might advertise them publicly on your site, just having a page where they're getting something tangible, like a 5-page PDFs, it's then in the PDF, it shows them that they're going to get this profile, they're going to be searchable in their area and their category of choice, and they can add, photos and whatnot, and just zhuzh it up a bit so that PDF really sells them on wanting to choose a paid membership. That can be the case too. And also a media kit is also for, selling banner ad space. So maybe you sell banner ad spots around your site, and you can offer, again, a PDF or media kit that shows them the different places they can advertise on your site. But instead of giving that up for free, do it in exchange for an email address. And now you have that email address, you know who that prospect is, and you can continuously market to them. Maybe they're not ready to pay or buy today, but maybe you send them a newsletter 5 months from now, and boom, they have the budget and they're ready to go. This is why it's important to collect email addresses and not just have free and paid membership signups, but to have alternate assets that you can exchange for their email address. And what we'd like to do is in this webinar is check out a few of your sites. Maybe some of you are already doing this, and we can maybe provide some tips. And if you're not doing this and you need to find something you can offer, we'll be happy to guide you on that as well.
Yeah, and here's a great example. Whether it's an ebook offer that you're providing, a PDF with kind of a preview of what prospective member can expect if they purchase a membership plan. Maybe you have a local city guide website, and you have a downloadable travel guide PDF that you want to provide for free. This is kind of a great kind of catch-all template with a prominent image at the top, extremely colorful. The heading is front and center. Get our ebook to learn how to be a good leader. And then a subheading with just a little bit more information, further explaining what the ebook is. One input field for the email address, big yellow button, download your free guide. And then just below that, really simple layout so that we can just a little more information so that we know exactly what to expect in this ebook. Again, further below that, maybe they want to have some social proof, maybe some testimonials or the number of downloads, something like that, with one more email input form to download the free guide. So this is a really simple layout. You can make this very easily actually in the web page builder, just using the draggable content blocks as well. And we also wanted to mention one of the previous tips of the week we covered exactly how to make a landing page. We go through how to make the form, how to collect the email addresses, and everything like that. In that tip of the week, we did focus on an ebook offer, but it could really be anything. The main point is really how to build out a landing page with an email form on there. So we'll go ahead and share this link in the chat. And now, designing effective squeeze pages. So like I mentioned, we did touch on this a bit in that previous tip of the week that we just linked in the chat, but there's really 4 key aspects when it comes to the design of a squeeze page, this initial landing page that we're sending prospects and visitors to. First thing is a compelling heading. It needs to be clear, it needs to be bold, it needs to let the visitor know exactly what it is we're offering, whether it be an ebook, a guide, a report, access to a live stream, access to our member directory. It needs to have a clear heading, clear copy, so maybe some additional information, subheading, explaining exactly what it is we're offering in a little bit more detail so they know exactly what they can expect. They know that we're not trying to pull the rug out from under them or anything. Just providing them with a little bit more information. We don't want to bombard them with information. We still want to keep this page as simple as possible, as distraction-free as possible. We also want to include, as always with any web pages we build, really high quality images and even videos if we have any applicable or relevant videos that we can add on to the squeeze page. That just goes a long way in enhancing the overall appeal of the web page and also the trustworthiness. Visitors are much more likely to provide their email address in return for something on a website that looks more professional, using high quality images, maybe videos, rather than a website that looks, or a web page rather, that looks like it was thrown together in just a couple minutes. And then lastly, most importantly, having that prominent call to action, that persuasive call to action, prompting the visitor to take the action that we want them to take, which in this case is providing us with their email address in exchange for whatever it is we're offering them. So again, we have just one more example here. This page is incredibly simple. I believe this was a Canadian travel website. So they're providing a free travel guide for Western Canada. They have an image on the left-hand side. You can download, ebook templates for Photoshop. I'm sure Canva also has some really great, easily editable templates that you could edit online for ebooks. Below that, they have some social proof. They have the number of downloads that this guide has gotten so far. So over 25,000 downloads lets us know that 25,000 people have at least sought out the same thing and have trusted this website with handing over their email address in order to receive this guide. And that's it. Other than that, on the right-hand side, we have the email submission form. So this is an incredibly simple squeeze page, but if you have something compelling with, again, even just some simple social proof, it doesn't necessarily have to be testimonials, although smiling faces do go a long way. Maybe you just have the number of downloads something has received, or how many times a page that you have behind a login link has been accessed, something like that, just to provide these visitors with a little bit more encouragement in terms of what it is we're offering. So it could be something as simple as this.
And this is a perfect example, David. And the link we share to this, how to make a landing page for downloads, effectively teaches you how to make a page just like this with the headline, the ebook, the email. And then what we also talk about is the success page, the thank you page that tells them that they can now access the resource, the PDF, and that gets emailed to them, or it's available as a button download link on the success page as well. So if you haven't watched this webinar we did a while ago on how to make a landing page, and again, the link is here in the chat. Take some time after the webinar to do this and figure out at least one lead magnet, something you can offer in exchange for the visitor's email address, and you'll see your email lists slowly start to grow a lot quicker when you start offering things like this throughout your website.
And just some additional types of offers that we can provide on these squeeze pages. An ebook or some sort of guide or report might be one of the more easier things that we can quickly put together and add on to a squeeze page to immediately get out there. But some other things that we might want to offer, this depends, on what your website niche is, your target industry or market, or even location, but maybe member resources. So again, maybe that's some exclusive reports or ebooks based on our website's target industry or market, or it could even just be access to our professional member directory for general users. It could just be behind, it doesn't have to necessarily be behind a paywall. They could just need a free account in order to access our directory. Another thing could be discounts and offers. So maybe special deals on our membership plans. If they provide us with their email address, we'll give them 50% off their premium membership plan, or any other type of one-time offers. Or maybe you're offering some sort of service, or like maybe a marketing service for your professional members, things like that. You can set up squeeze pages for things like that. Access to premium content. Again, this doesn't necessarily have to be only for paid members to access. It could also be that visitors just need to have a free account, so they can sign up in 2 minutes, just put their email address, make a password, and then they have access to some premium content. Maybe we want to give them access to premium content, not just by having them sign up for a free account, but actually providing them with a free trial. So once the trial is expired, they have to upgrade to a premium account. There's a few different ways you can go about that. Maybe we're hosting live webinars or workshops or live streams, some sort of live event that requires email registration, and any other sort of valuable content. Again, this can vary wildly depending on your website's target industry, niche, location. There's a lot of different things we can offer, as long as it's just something valuable to either our members and or our general website visitors who we're hoping to bring into our website. Now we've got one more just example of the squeeze page here on the right. This one is very simple. There's actually no image. I think it could benefit from some sort of image, just giving a little bit more information. But this one says, wish someone told you about NVIDIA when it was $40 instead of $400. Stop wasting time and money researching losing stocks. Get access to undervalued stocks with high growth potential instead. Enter your email here. And then they're probably offering some sort of ebook, PDF download, maybe access to a web page with stock picking tips or something like that. But they do have social proof below that CTA, that email input, with all those smiling faces there. Join over 6,500 savvy investors. So again, incorporating a lot of those design elements that we talked about. Doesn't have a high quality image or a video, but it's got a prominent heading, simple CTA, no distractions, as well as some social proof.
And actually, David, one of my favorite things about this page are number 2 and number 3 here. Let's be honest, creating ebooks and doing webinars and all the, creating valuable content, it is additional work. And some of us don't have the time or resources to do all that. So if you're just offering listings on your site, number 2 and 3 are actually, I didn't even think about these, David. It's simply amazing. But when we go to e-commerce sites, if you're shopping for a blender, when you're on that site, it says, give us your email for 10% off your first purchase or something like that. So offering people like a special discount for just giving their email, and then you just email them a promo code that works on your site for like 15 off. And that could be for their first month's payment, first year's payment, whatever you figure out. But that's a great way to capture emails just from people who might be interested in signing up to your site, but don't necessarily want to pay the full price right out the gate. And then also the free trial period. Yeah, you can give free trials to your premium account. And then if after the 14 or 30 days, they haven't made their payment that was due on that 30th day, or added a credit card on file, or you can collect a credit card up front, whatever your choice is, because with the free trial add-on with BD, you have those options. You basically give them access to not only having a listing, but it could be access to premium content around your site, protected content that only members have access to. So yeah, I love both those suggestions, David, on this page here.
Yeah, and taking it one step further now. So moving kind of beyond that squeeze page into how can we actually capitalize on our contact list? We've collected these emails. Now, what are we supposed to do with them? So we can run some targeted campaigns. So we can segment our contact lists, our different email addresses, and send them relevant content, offers, email marketing campaigns specifically for them. So maybe we've set up a few different squeeze pages intended to target different types of audiences. Maybe we have one landing page that's specifically targeted to try to get professional members registered on our website. Maybe we have another squeeze page where we're just looking to collect email addresses of just those general website visitors. Prospects who our professional members might actually be interested in trying to bring in as clients or customers or things like that. So we can segment those emails into, we can utilize the smart lists feature and then send those different segments of our contacts specific marketing emails for them. And in those emails, we can include upgrade offers. So again, if we're sending emails to our registered members, maybe we want to send them a promotional email with a discount to upgrade to our highest tier membership plan, discount for life. If it's for an email to just our general website visitors, maybe like our free users who aren't, they don't have listings, they're kind of just registered on the website to access the content that we're publishing. Maybe we provide them with a discount to upgrade to a paid plan so that they can access like the premium content section of our website or something like that. Again, this really just depends on how we have the website set up, what it is we're offering, but we can also offer promotional opportunities to our members utilizing our contact list. We've talked about this in a few previous webinars, but if we've got a substantial contact list that we're constantly emailing, sending newsletters to, we can feature some of our members in those emails as well and provide that as kind of like an upsell to our members, an additional kind of advertising aspect for them. Also, partnerships, collaborating with maybe similar or accessory brands, exclusive deals or joint promotion. So like if we have a local website focused on a specific area, maybe it's a local travel guide website or something like that, we can partner with some local businesses who might want to extend some promotions or offers, and we can send those emails, maybe not necessarily to our other businesses who are listed on our website, but to our contact list of general website visitors, people who are subscribed to our emails to receive news and alerts and updates and promotions for businesses within that local area that we're serving. And lastly here, feedback collection. We talk about this a lot just in terms of forming a good kind of healthy relationship with our website visitors as well as our members is getting feedback from them, letting them know that we're always open to improving. We want to hear their ideas. If there's things that we're not currently providing them with, what can we provide them with to really increase the value of what it is we're offering?
Yeah, and to shoot up to the top of this is a great list also, David, but the targeted campaigns, it might not be offers that you're sending. It could be things that get them hyped up on the service of the website. You can feature or highlight other members on your site. You can feature news about your company. Anything that keeps you top of mind, which is really important. Top of mind, your brand awareness is really big. So again, people might not be ready to make a purchase today. It might be 5 months from now that they're ready to make a purchase, but unless we capture that email, and we should have at least 3 to 5 different mechanisms or channels of capturing emails on our site, legit offers, even if it's the free listing, the newsletter sign up, and a few other ones, ebook offers. Every time you add one to your site and it's a good compelling offer, because people respond to different things as well. Someone might not be interested in the free listing, but they may be interested in the free report for the industry or whatever you're offering there. So people navigate to different things, and we can't guess always what those things are. But if we have 4 or 5 compelling offers on the site in exchange for an email address, you just 5x'd your ability for a future sale down the line, and that's going to set your business up for success. So I do want to highlight the point of not necessarily worrying about every pixel or color on your site, and figure out these channels for collecting email addresses, which are really the gold of the internet and at the heart of what's going to drive and grow your business.
Excellent points. And lastly, here, kind of just more broadly speaking, building trust and credibility. We talk a lot about how important trust is in building these partnerships, these relationships, not just with our members, but again, with our general website visitors as well. And that can be done through consistent communication. So once we've, again, collected their email addresses, regularly providing them valuable updates. It doesn't always have to be offers like Jason mentioned. It could just be useful information that we think our contacts will benefit from. Also being transparent with them about ourselves, the team behind the website, what the website's goal is. We have a previous tip of the week where we talk about why it's important to have an about page on the website. That kind of plays into this. We don't always have to throw all of that information into every single one of our emails, but just sprinkling, I think authenticity is the key word here with this point. Sprinkling in some authenticity with every email that we send out is important. Social proof as well, highlighting testimonials and success stories from our members or website visitors, just to let other people know, maybe they're on the fence whether it's about staying subscribed to our email list or actually registering as a member on our website. But if we can consistently send them some social proof so that they can see that others are benefiting from the website and find it useful, that can help them as well. Privacy assurance. A lot of people become more savvy with regards to online privacy now. Don't really have to go too in depth with this, but maybe where you have an email input form, you have a small note saying that you don't sell or share their contact information or something like that. Again, just building a little bit more trust and credibility between the website visitor and ourselves. And lastly here, valuable offerings, prioritizing the high value information that we're delivering to our contacts and our email lists. Again, whether that's actual promotions and offers, or if it's just industry news and updates, success stories from, maybe one of our members achieve, some award or something like that. All these little things can help build trust and credibility, and over time add up to a lot to hopefully get some of those people who we haven't yet converted into a member or a paying visitor in some other way across that finish line.
Yeah, this is a perfect list, and we're just going to do a quick recap here. Basically, on this page, we're giving people reassurances that exchanging their email is going to be for good quality content, and also some privacy assurances. And then again, what we send to people in an email, it can vary drastically. It could be from simple feedback, again, just getting their feedback, maybe why they didn't sign up or what type of content they'd like to see, anything to get them talking to you or for you to stay top of mind or to increase your brand awareness. Based on who the user is, that's the type of content we want to send them, and how to capitalize on your email and contact lists. Different types of squeeze pages. It doesn't always have to be an ebook. It can be, again, exchanging the email for discounts or offers. Maybe you have an event or a webinar. And what's cool about webinars these days is you can have them pre-recorded. So you can pre-record an intro webinar on how to get the most out of your site or something interesting. And when they give their email address, the webinar just starts playing automatically. It could just be a video that they get access to. And then they can email you if they have additional questions. So don't think, again, that it's a lot of work to do weekly webinars and things like that. And if that's in your wheelhouse, fantastic. But if not, just have one good quality webinar that really sells your products and services or educates them, or something to win their trust and buy-in to your services. And then again, just keeping the pages simple. Squeeze pages are not complicated. Clear, compelling headings. Again, based on what you're reading, would you exchange your email address? And ask your friends and family, create a page and say, if you were in this industry, would you give your email for what we're offering here? And if you don't pass the friends and family test, go back to the drawing board and figure out what you need to have on that page. And again, minimal and less is always more on these pages. Cluttering it with too much, it can become confusing, distractive, or it just loses its focus. So again, headings, clear copy, that's the text on the site. Images and video are helpful, and then a clear reassuring CTA, call to action. Download now, get my free report. You can even put the word yes in there. Yes, hyphen, get my free report. Yes, hyphen, give me the ebook. Something with a little pizzazz in it can also work on the button there. And then also to recap, I'm going to share something else. So we have the how to make a landing page webinar that David and I did. Let me go to that page here, just a moment. And then there is another webinar that I'd like to share that we did, is how to put together a newsletter using the BD system. Let me see if I can find that here. Here we go, 10 steps to develop a successful newsletter. So if you're not familiar with sending newsletters, or this is new in your wheelhouse, we really just covered the basics here. I just shared it in the chat here. So between these two additional webinars, I think they're about, this one's what, 20 minutes long. This one's 20 minutes long also. You can watch it on 1.5x speed. It won't hurt our feelings. These two will show you how to put the pieces together. The landing page, and then sending the newsletters after they've filled out the email form for the offer that you have for them. And let's go back to the webinar here. Lost my place for a moment. And then, yeah, more examples of the squeeze pages. So yeah, this was a great tip of the week, David. Thank you so much. We just want to highlight the importance that emails are the gold of the internet. And if you have a website, you should be focused on different ways to capture emails, not just worrying about smaller things that may not be so important. I don't want to name specific things, but you should be first and foremost focused on capturing emails and creating compelling offers to get people to exchange their emails for what you're offering them.